really quiet today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit quiet. There we go. Right. Watch your folks, 965 here, down by the coast. We're on the North Somerset coast and we are currently operating up a sideband on the mid-block for the Lighthouses on the Air Delta Alpha event. What a cracking day we've got for it as well. We've got the 10-metre pole with a T2LT bazooka type antenna on there, and running a President Grant 2 there, propped up on a little table, so it's all good. It's very quiet at the moment. We're down enjoying the sunshine though, so yeah, it's all very good. Didn't do much filming on the way over, but we're just going to go for a wander because there's a lot of people over by the lighthouse. It's quite a popular spot by all accounts, but you can't actually park anywhere near here to the actual spot. You've got to park quite a way away because it's all private residential estates. So we've walked along the coast path, brought the Bergen with the majority of stuff, and we've also brought a leisure battery to keep us on air, and we've pulled that along on a sack truck. So that path is not exactly tarmac, so it's a bit of a job. Anyway, here we are. It's me, and as I say, we've set up right on the edge of the coast. It's very windy. Well, it's not very windy, it's a bit breezy. It's actually quite calm for a coast location. There's the lighthouse itself. And that is Black Nore Lighthouse. And Gary's over there. When all the people have gone, I'll do some better shots of the station, and should all be good. Down there, I'm going to be setting up for an overnight stop. I think Gary's got some other stuff on, so he's going to trundle back and then come back tomorrow. But I'm going to have an overnight stay at the beach, so it's all good. Right, we're going to see if there's anyone about, and we'll be back shortly. Bit better view of the station we've got the President Grant 2. We've got the leisure battery there to keep us running for a long time, and I've got a solar panel to plug in. It's connected up, but it's not switched on at the moment. It's a full charge, so it should be all right. So we've got solar panel, and then obviously power across to the battery, to the radio. 10-metre pole, and there's the lighthouse over there. And you can see right across the coast into Wales, which is nice. I haven't been down the coast about 5 or 6 years, I think, since I've been last on the coast, and this is really nice, really enjoying it. Only been here, well, I got here early to have a little bit of a wander round. Caught up with 104 down on the beach, and we sort of had a scout around. I found a couple of spots for a potential overnight camp, which is good. So yeah, as I said, you can't park, you can't be there's a track there, but you can't actually use it. It's all part of a private residential estate. It's all gated off, passwords and entry codes and all that sort of stuff, so you can't actually park that close to it, which is a bit of a shame, but also means you've got a bit of a walk, which I like. So a lot of this driftwood around, but it's actually quite a nice spot. It's quite a popular spot. There is actually a public footpath that runs all the way along the coast, basically runs all the way along and goes right through there. I think it goes all the way down to Clevedon, so there we are. So it's all good, and looking forward to it. It's very quiet at the moment, but we'll see what we can do. Right, catch you back in a bit. Right, just wandered off for a bit of a break. I did done the first hour, and it was quiet. So six contacts, which is all right. 6 contacts is all right. We're kind of probably limiting ourselves because we're working on the mid band, but we're trying to give as many people the opportunity that want to remain on legal frequencies to make contact with the Lighthouses on the Air event. So that's the reason for it, really. You know, there's a lot of people that don't want to work on the sort of free band frequencies, and that's the reason why we're doing what we're doing, really. So there we go, we're just wandering off. The station's down there, there's a few people about, and I think Gary's taking up the challenge now, so I'm just going to have a bit of a wander and a bit of a look around. Probably have a bit of a better look around tomorrow, to be honest, once I get up. And it'll be, let's take the shades off. It'll be a little bit quieter in the morning. I can have a nice wander around the place, and it should be all good. So nice to be down on the coast, somewhere different, something different is all good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the overnight stay tonight, actually. And as I say, it's been a while since I've been at the coast. The coastal path is up the top of there. But, you can see the tide is right out at the moment, and there is a kind of a, I don't know if you can see it, it's clear along there, the line of seaweed that's been washed up on the high tide. So it doesn't look like it comes up here very often, but I would still, so that I don't get caught out, I'm going to be up on a ledge like that tonight, just to a bit of added protection. So I'm being a little bit gingerly because I've got a brew in one hand and a camera in the other, and yeah, bit of a way to go. So I'm going to drop the camera, unless I can get across there without doing myself an injury, which is probably unlikely, and I'll be back in a minute. Across the rocks there, and continuing the walk. It's a nice, calm, relaxing place, which is great. Just what I like. I'm just going to perch up on this rock and chill out, really. It's quite a relaxed event. We'll just zoom in across to the coast there, over in Wales. That's the Welsh coastline over there. Still a hive of industry, factories and chimneys and all sorts over there. So yeah, it's all very good. That's a nice looking one. That mountain there, that's on the list. So there we go, just in a little alcove underneath the coastal path. Oh, Benny Hill. Yeah, it's all good. It's certainly nice to be out portable again. Certainly out enjoying it. Got a brew on, which is good. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pack down the station 3:30, 4 o'clock, and we're going to fire on up to Beacon Batch, which is about an hour or hour and a half, 2 hours away. So we're going to fire on up to Beacon Batch for the AM net tonight, which is 6 till 9, and then we shall trundle back down here, and I'll set up camp. Gary's got to depart for a prior engagement, and then yeah, it should be all good. We've got a bit of a change in the food from normal. I've got a load of, it's actually going to be a Scottish themed food. Well, it is already. I got the mince and onion pies that I showed you before. I got some lawn, which is nice, square sausage, and some proper black pudding, nice. And I've also got some Scottish bacon to have, plus, no, I didn't bring them. Yeah, I did bring them. Potato scones or tatty scones, so that's all good. I'm looking forward to firing into that. That'll be good. Did an order from an online butcher up north of the border, Alex Mitchell it's called, and he's got a great selection on there. You go on there, you choose what you want, you pick a delivery day and the service you want, and it gets dropped off. So I had it all delivered on Friday. Nice, ready to go, so it's all good. And yeah, there's not many places that sell it all down here now, so having a service like that is really good. Right, I'm going to trundle on back now and see what's occurring. I think something smells like Gary's got his barbecue going. I can smell it. So we'll catch you in a bit. Bye. Right, bit more exploring. Running the risk of maybe doing myself an injury again, but I've just climbed up the side of one of the rock faces, and there's some quite interesting sort of rock formations really, where it's all been eroded. This is quite soft sandstone by the looks of it, so it's a little bit treacherous underfoot, but actually thinking about it, it's just been blown up here. That's not sandstone, it's that, so it's still a bit porous in places, but yeah, just climbed up, had a little look, and yeah, there's lots of little nooks and crannies. I mean, it's not interesting for everybody, it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I quite enjoy this sort of thing. All that stuff I did up on Clee Hill was really enjoyable, and none of it caused me any mischief. It was walking along a normal piece of wet grass that caused the problem, so I'm quite happy coming up and down these rocks really. Not quite high enough for a rope, but I mean, might be handy if I did slip backwards, but there we go. So you can see there's the station, just make that out, and Nore Lighthouse. So we are right on the edge. We didn't set up right next to the lighthouse for obvious reasons, so we're down on the beach there. But nice, very nice day. The weather seems to have improved for today at least, and yeah, it's all good. So we're going to head on back now, see what's happening, and go from there. Catch you in a bit. Nice, look at that.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Maybe
little barbecue on the beach. Nice work.
I don't know, we need to skip for this one, mate, and all I've heard so far is a tiny little bit of Italian AM. Apart from that, mate.
Gary on the radio?
Maybe it'll pick up towards sort of 3-4 o'clock, mid-afternoon, like, but so far it's a struggle, mate. So.
Down to the water's edge now. This part is quite resilient and it will take your weight, but you've got to be very careful on some of these beaches because the sand isn't as much sand as it is sort of mud, and you will sink in, so you've got to be careful. I'll just spin it round. It will be into the wind, but we'll spin it round. So there we go, we are at the water's edge now, and have a bit of a wander really. It's a bit quiet on the old radio. The mid-band is, well, it is what it is, I suppose. There isn't any skip rolling in at the moment. Maybe it will pick up a bit later. It's now 2:10, so myself and Gary have done an hour each so far, and I think it's 6 or 7 in the log. But as I said, it does give people the opportunity, if they want to use the legal frequencies, to still make the event. So yeah, we're going to trundle back now, put out a few more calls, and go from there. Right, it's just coming up to 20 to 4. What a cracking day on the coast we've had. Not so good radio wise, but everything else, and I mean everything else, has been A1. Weather, grub, exploration, superb. The lighthouse itself is still there. Couple of boats flat out across the channel there, and we saw a bigger ship earlier, but nothing crazy big. I was hoping to see something really quite big, but maybe tomorrow, we shall see. We're going to shut down now. As I say, it's cracking on, so we're going to pack up, and then we're going to hoof it up to Beacon of Batch. So we got an AM net to run up there tonight, so we're plenty active. The 965 and the 104 very active this weekend, so a lot going on. And then we'll be back down here tomorrow for another bash at the LOTA. Right, thanks to those who made the effort to call in. It's been a bit difficult, but by what I can gather from other stations I've spoken to, conditions have been pretty poor across the board. Right, okay, we've made it. It's 5 to 6. Just literally set up, quickly shoved that up in the tree. Gary's putting together the bad boy, and he'll probably tell you about that in his video because I can't remember what it is. So just quickly threw everything out on the floor. It's nice and calm and peaceful up here, so no need for a shelter, and lovely and warm. So got a brew poured, and we're going to kick it off in 5. Well, not last minute dash, but a dash to get up here in time. So let's hope there's a few on. Catch you in a bit. 7:30 now. I've handed the key over to 104 to finish out the session. Whether or not we're going to do the full session is unknown, because well, there's just not a lot of people on. I think we're struggling with the fact that the Rugby World Cup is on tonight, and it's England versus Wales, and that tends to be the majority of the stations we get down in the southwest. Obviously England and Wales. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But we're having a good old chin wag, and we're making the best of it, as we usually do over this way. Longer overs, bit of banter, good laugh. It's all very good. So yeah, nice day actually, not a bad day at all. Bit quiet on contacts, but other than that, everything was oh, it's a bit nippy up here now. Everything was good. So we got full moon out over the back there, and we had a good sunset earlier, which is that way, and yeah, it's all pretty good. I can't really complain, to be truthful. I've really enjoyed today. Haven't been down a coast for a long time, as I probably mentioned before. I will be camped out for an overnighter on the coast tonight, so it's probably going to get a bit colder, but I've got plenty of warm clothing. I've got a nice 4-season sleeping bag, so I'll be toasty warm. Could always get a little beach fire going if the worst comes to the worst. So nice and contained. It's a stony place, so there's no real great shake of the fire spreading. So yeah, unless there's anything else to report on the way back down, I probably won't speak to you again until either when I get the camp going at the shoreline, or might be in the morning. But yeah, nice to speak to the few that I did today. That was all good, and we've had equal time on the radio, me and Gary. So yeah, it's all pretty good. Catch you in a bit. Cheers, everyone.
Nice signal, mate. That's you.
Oh, Roger, yeah. Well, I got you +10 on this General Electric. This is a home-based General Electric. This is 1978, I think it's made.
Right, folks, a little bit of a change of plan. we was recceing for a spot to camp on the beach tonight, and discovered there were thousands and thousands of, I don't know, they look like some kind of a variety of shrimp, but little tiny ones, all over the coastline, all in the stones everywhere. So I went for a walk quite a way along, and they're just everywhere, thousands and thousands of them. And if you're really quiet, you can actually hear them moving. It's that many. So I abandoned that, and I've just pulled up on a lay-by on one of the roads up here, and just gonna have a bit of grub, something to drink, and see what we're going to do from there. So as I said earlier, I've got some tatty scones there. I've got some lovely mince and onion Scotch pies there, and also I've got cooking in the pan at the moment some black pudding, and also some pork lawn, which is like a square sausage. So that's what I'm going to have for a bit of supper tonight, and yeah, just have to make do, really. That's the name of the game. You know, you have to change your plans to match your surroundings, I suppose. But there was no way. I mean, I'm not squeamish, but there's no way I was going to kip on that beach tonight, because I know I'd be covered in those things in the morning, and it's not very pleasant. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to have a bit of grub and play it by ear, really. Catch you in a bit. Okay, so we've got the tatty scones, and we're going to put a slab of lawn and a slab of black pudding down on each. You're at a funny angle at the moment because I need both hands. So we put that down there. There we go. So that's dinner tonight. Some lovely, fruity, lovely, tasty black pudding and some lawn square sausage. And then we're just going to chuck that on the top. And we're going to chuck that one on the top. And there we go. That's supper. I've already had a pie. Look at that. Lovely sandwich in tatty scones. And black pudding and lawn. Lovely. Sorry, Steve, but I'm sure you're going to be chasing me for this one, mate. But there we go, number 1228. We're having a proper Scottish feast today, or this morning. It's now 1:30 in the morning, and yeah, should be very tasty. So we'll have that, and we'll pack the kit away, and then we'll decide what we're going to do. Catch you in a bit. That's the evening dinner polished off. Very tasty it was too. While I'm here, I'm just going to answer a question from one of my subscribers. Someone asked me about what knives do I use for food preparation when I'm out and about, and do I need anything special or fancy? And the answer is no. This is the knife that I use when I'm out and about for food prep. It's nothing special. It's made by Nore Knives, and it's just very simply a small straight bladed knife that is very sharp. I think it was £7. It's a stainless steel blade, so it doesn't rust, which is quite important when you're out and about. Now obviously for bushcrafting tasks, wood chopping and log splitting and stuff, this isn't really the knife for it. It's not very thick, but for food prep it's ideal. It's got a point on the end, so you can do meat preparation, be it already butchered meat, or should the need arise, you can, if you're hunting or whatever, it's quite a good knife for that, for gutting and so on. So yeah, very cheap. As long as you keep a knife sharp, you don't need all these really fancy, expensive knives. There's just no point. You know, you can pay, well, you can pay, you know, £5 to £10 for a knife. You can pay hundreds of pounds for a knife. So I suppose it depends on your budget and what you're using it for and what you want it for. But that's what I use. So there we go. Right, I'm going to carry on clearing up, and we'll catch you probably now. If there's nothing to report, we'll catch you back tomorrow for the second part of the LOTA. Cheers all. We're back on the North Somerset coast for day 2 of the lighthouses on the air in support of the Delta Alpha DX group. There's the station. Gary's setting the radio up there, just checking the SWR, and there's Black Nore Lighthouse. So, just gone for my wander. I like to have a wander when I go to places. You never know what you're going to see. Brew in hand, and yeah, not a lot else to report really. Quiet night. Had some grub and then got some shut-eye, and that's it really. Not a lot to report. Contact wise, it was a bit quiet. Some fishermen down on the coast there, look. So other than that, we'll see what we get today. Hopefully it's a bit busier than yesterday, but a nice trip out nonetheless, and good to keep the old portable activations going, and nice to have a bit of variety as well. So there we go. Right, we're going to wander back now and listen to the old box and see who's on. See you in a bit. It's now 1:45, and conditions on this one are even flatter than they were yesterday, but bit of video for Mark and Gareth here. This is our view of your mountain, so I'm just going to zoom it in if I can. I can't actually see. There it is. That's what we can see of you. There's the factory with the chimney we were talking about. So last night we were going to set up camp for an overnight stop on the coast, and I didn't take any video or pictures of the things that were crawling around, so hopefully under this stone there will be some. There you go. Hundreds and hundreds of those damn things. Now on the beach last night, the whole lot was just writhing with those. Thousands and thousands and thousands of them. They look like wood lice, which obviously are a relative of the sea creatures, and I don't know the official Latin name, but that's what it was like last night. So there was no way I was going to bunk down with all that kicking off. So there we go. Right, a couple of people there close to the edge. Fishermen are still fishing. You can now see Flat Holm and Steep Holm pretty clear from here. Where are we? There's Flat Holm with its lighthouse, and Steep Holm is there. So there we go, a little bit of sightseeing while it's quiet. Okay, we've had a few contacts on the PMR as well, which is good. So I think we're going to jump on the Sunday DX and log those down as well, because it's all 11 meters, and show a bit of support for the Sunday DX while we're out. So there we go. We'll catch you back in a bit. Right, that's the station vacated and we're all shut down. So a bit poor on the radio, but we did call into the Sunday DX, which generated some good contacts, which was nice. The tide's coming in now, so it's time to trundle on home. So got to lug that little bad boy along the coastal path, and then we got to get on back. So we're going to sign off. 26 CTX separation ENG012 is QRT. we'll catch you on the next one when we're out and about again. Cheers all.